And hello, good evening, good morning, good night, everybody. Welcome back. It's Work Time with Dr. Dwain Woode, y'all. Hopefully you had a great day, having a great evening, afternoon, wherever you may find yourself. So glad that you are in here. We are in the throes of it. We're talking about Q4, the last quarter. And that's what this show is all about. We're talking about Q4, and we're using as the theme a Q4 winning moves, y'all. This is what we've been talking about. We're talking about what we do in this fourth quarter to be successful, right? Q4 winning moves, behaviors to help succeed in the fourth quarter, or in Q4 as it's called. And then the subtitle, strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success, because we want to be successful. You know, in the fourth quarter, sometimes we tend to kind of relax. We think we've been working a long time. We've been humping. We've been grinding, as they say. And we are going to take a break. But in the fourth quarter, this is time where we can actually have some success. Do you hear what I said? We can have some success. We can dig in. We can regroup. We can dust off those things that we may have put on the shelves. We may not have done some of the things that we thought we were going to do. We may have, some things may have fallen away by the wayside. We've got some projections. We've got a plan that we put in place, and we haven't quite gotten there, but in the fourth quarter, we can do that. And that's what we've been talking about as we've gone through the last month into this month, right? So we finished October. We're in the month of November and heading to December, and we want to be successful in these months and also set ourselves up for success as we get into next year. 2024 is coming, y'all. That's right. The new year's coming. And tonight, what I want to do is I want to spend some time talking about some of the obstacles, some of the challenge, some of the common challenges that we face as we are moving into the fourth quarter, right? As we're moving into the fourth quarter, there are a lot of things that can happen. And sometimes these things are what prevent us from doing what we need to do to be successful. And so we're going to spend some time talking about that. Over the last couple of episodes, we were talking about the 7 keys to success, and that's what we were using as the workbook, if you will, over the last 8 episodes, right? We did 7 episodes all based on the book, 1 chapter, 1 show for each chapter. And then we did a summary, which was last night, combining the 7 keys to success with setting smart goals. If you have not gotten your copy of that resource yet, you can go to the website, to our website, to my website, and that is Dwain Woode MD, DwainWoodeMD.com, and you can get your free copy there on the website. You just click yes, I want my free gift, and that will get you your copy. You can use it as a workbook. That's right. You can use it as a workbook, even though you may not have been with us through the series. Maybe you weren't here. You missed a day. You missed 2 days. You may not have done any, and you're now watching this on the replay. You can go back and take those videos, right? Take those videos, and we'll create a playlist. And I think I may do that on air here. We'll create a playlist with all of those videos, and you can use the book as the resource that goes along with the videos. Okay, so make sure you get out there and get your free version or free copy of that. The other thing that we do here, the other thing that I do is I set this time aside as a work time, right? Work time with Dr. Dwain Woode. So what does that mean? I have been doing something called time blocking. In other words, I've gone to my calendar, gone to my schedule, and I've taken some time that I've allocated as my work time. And that's this time that I'm spending here. And if you have things that you need to do, if you have some projects, if you have some paperwork, if you have some content that you need to create, you can come here, and this is a space where we will give you time where you can actually begin working on that, complete some things. And I've gotten a lot of different things done in this space, right, during this time. So, come on back if you're not here tonight, or if you are catching this on the replay. I'm doing this throughout the month of November and into December, right? So we typically will go Monday through Thursday. This Thursday, we won't be here. I've got a family commitment, but Monday night, last night, or tonight, this is Tuesday, and then Wednesday night we'll do that, and then we'll come back on Monday of next week and we go through that same process again. Okay, so make sure that you get connected. Make sure you come back. Let family, friends know, hey, we're here, and we're providing some time for you to do some things. Okay, so with that said, then let's hop over and let's talk about. So once again, remember our theme: Q4 winning moves. That's the series that we're doing. Behaviors to help succeed in Q4, and then strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. And tonight we want to spend some time talking about some of the challenges that we face during Q4. And this is heavily bent towards a business mindset, but these are things that you can do, or challenges that you will have in your personal space as well. All right. So let's go through. So what are some common challenges that people have during Q4? Number one, increased workload. Increased workload, right off the bat. There it is, right? So meeting the year-end targets and deadline can lead to an uptick in workload for businesses and employees, right? So because in Q4, right, and as I said, a lot of times people will kind of try to relax and take a break, right? But this is the time when a lot of businesses kick it into high gear. Now we've got Black Friday coming up. We've got sales that are coming up. We've got holidays that are coming up. As we get into the new year, people are going to be looking for ways to improve themselves. So people are going to be looking to hit those projections, right? They have their fiscal year that's ending. Some people actually have the fiscal year that started this quarter. So a lot of things are going on around this time, and so as we are trying to meet those year-end targets, these deadlines, this leads to an increase in the workload. So people are there's more to do, and so this can be a challenge for a lot of people. And if we're not careful, then we can tend to not want to engage, right? So the brain is an interesting thing. It will take you away from things if it thinks that you're in danger, right? So remember, the brain is trying to protect you. And so if it anticipates this increase in workload, then it's going to make you not do those things because it's trying to protect you, right? So increased workload. The other thing the other common challenge that people have during this time is holiday season distractions. So there's so much going on, y'all. Now, I grew up in New York, right? And you can imagine the hustle and bustle. And it really starts after Halloween, as we now turn our mind and our attentions to Thanksgiving and preparing for Thanksgiving and looking for our holiday vacation, and then getting into Christmas. We're doing the Christmas shopping. Everybody's now putting up decorations. So there are all these things that are going on, right? All of these external activities, and then there are activities that you have within the business itself, within your space, where you're working on year-end budgets and expenses and financial reporting, and you're creating financial and creating all these financial documents. And this puts additional pressure. For employees, for team members, for businesses, for everyone that's involved, right? So the pressures that come with the holidays, right? Because all of that stuff is going on. And then we've got our goal achievements, right? Assessing whether annual goals have been met. This can be a stressful thing, particularly if you think you're falling short, if you've not quite hit some of those benchmarks. Now, that doesn't say that you can't make it, but if you're anticipating that you're not going to make it, that causes issues as well. Okay, so that increased stress. So these are common challenges that people have at the end of the year, right? So inventory management, right? Businesses, especially if you're in retail, you've got to effectively manage your inventory to meet holiday demands without overstocking, right? So you want to have enough inventory so that anybody who walks in and they want to purchase, you have the inventory for that. But you don't want to have so much inventory that you've overstocked and people walk in and they don't buy, or they don't buy or utilize, and you've got this extra stock that's there, because that's money. That's money that's wasted. We do not, we do not want to waste money, right? We do not want to waste money. So weather-related challenges, right? So harsh weather conditions, depending on where you are, in a lot of regions can disrupt operations and supply chains, right? So there are all these factors that are sometimes vying for attention, and all these factors that can hinder, right, us thinking that we can be successful and hinder us being successful during this quarter. So you got to begin anticipating some of that. If you know that every year you have a couple of days during the season, during the holiday, during the end of the year, where you've got snow and you've got ice and you've got whatever that shuts down your operation, you got to begin anticipating that. So if we're not anticipating that, then we don't put things in place, and so we are not successful, right? Remember, we're talking about Q4, quarter four, success, winning moves. What do we do to be successful? So part of that is anticipating some of these things that may happen, right? So tax and financial reporting, just like we're creating all those reports, those financial reports, right? So preparing your year-end tax filings and financial reporting, this can be time consuming, and it can be very complex depending on what business you're in what space you're in. Right? You may have already begun putting some of this together. If you have not, then now, oh my goodness, we've been hitting it, we've been humping, we've been grinding all year, and we haven't even thought about some of this reporting that we've got to do. So common challenges. Employee morale and burnout. People have been hitting it. They've been working. They've been showing houses. They've been selling houses. They've been excellent at customer service. You've been expanding your business. You've been growing your reach, right? You've got 2 new buildings, 2 new offices, some satellites. You're growing. Everybody's been busy the entire year, and now they're feeling it. Right. And once again, in Q4, they're like, they want to take that break. They want to just take a breath. So maintaining the morale during this period, preventing burnout during the season, very, very important to do if we're going to be successful. Right. And then customer demand and services. Businesses face increased customer demand during the holiday season, because they require excellent service while we need to manage those high volumes. I was talking to somebody today about how do you ramp up? How do you increase your how do you increase or match the demand that's on you while maintaining efficiency and good customer service? Right? Because you don't want people to say, oh man, every fourth quarter I go over to that store or go to that business and they're just terrible. They're great for the rest of the year, but during this time when it's when it's crunch time, oh yeah, you don't want to go there. That's not what we want to project, right? And then planning for the new year, right? Part of this success in Q4 is not just dealing with the things in Q4, but anticipating now, how do we position ourselves to be successful in the new year? That's part of it. Both for the individuals, if you're out there, and for businesses. You need to start planning now for the upcoming year. Setting new goals, right? Making strategies, putting strategic decisions, making, collaborating, whatever you need to do in your space to set yourself for success in the new year. So we're talking about challenges. What are some challenges that people have during the fourth quarter that may hinder them, or things that they have to anticipate so that they can be successful? So increased workload, right? So things are busier at the end of the year. Holiday season distractions. You got all these reports you got to do. Everything around you is busy, 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 right? Goal achievement. If you haven't hit those goals, you might not be feeling too good right now, right? And so that's a distraction. Inventory management. Being able to have enough inventory on hand so that you can meet the demand, but not so much that you're overstocked and you end up losing money. So money is just sitting on the floor somewhere or on a shelf, right? Weather-related challenges. Are you anticipating some of the things that are unique to your area? There are some businesses that have unique challenges as it relates to weather. If the guy or gal who does your inventory, if it's right next door, down the street, across the street, you may not have to worry. But if you're having them shipped in, right? If you're in New York and you're having them shipped in from Jersey, from Connecticut, from Kentucky, coming from Florida, you've got to anticipate that during the holiday, during the weather, during the last quarter, you might have some interruptions. Tax and financial reporting, right? Begin anticipating, hey, I got this stuff that I got to do because Uncle Sam wants his money. Employee morale and burnout. How do we keep people active? They've been working all year, but how do we keep them engaged? How do we keep them from having burnout? And how do we keep them with good morale? Begin thinking about that. Customer demand and services. Customers during this time, they have a high demand and they want good service, right? They don't want you to slack up because it's the end of the year. And then setting yourself up for success into the new year. So these challenges can vary based on your industry, your location, your individual circumstances. But these are some common themes that many individuals, many businesses, many entities will find themselves in. And you'll see this during Q4. And you want to begin setting yourself, we not begin, but we're in the throes of Q4, by the way, y'all, right? We've got one month already gone. So we got 2 months, well, this month and next month. So how do we maintain those things? And that's what we really are talking about in the series, right? So Q4 winning moves, behaviors to help succeed in Q4, strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. So those are some things that you want to make sure that you are considering. Make sure you're considering. So we've been doing this series. We just came out of a subsection of that series, and in that subsection, we were talking about using 7 keys to success. 7 keys to success. That's a book that I wrote. Strategies that successful leaders use to create the life they want, right? Make sure you get over to my website if you've not already done so, and you could download your own copy of that book there on the website. Okay, so 7 keys to success. The other thing is the newest offering in our newest member of our in our repertoire, if you will, is our online course, Unmasking the Sweet Truth About Sugar. You cannot have a conversation about health, about chronic disease without sugar coming in. And as we are in the fourth quarter, right, begin learning, okay, what do I need to do to be successful, to be healthy? There are two of the primary things that we have, the most valuable things that we own, the most valuable things that we have in our lives: time and health. Time and health. Time is ticking away. Are you using that time to position yourself to have good health? Because if you don't have those 2 things, it doesn't matter what you do. Time and health. If you don't have those things, it doesn't matter what else you do. So make sure that you're setting yourself up health-wise to be successful there as well. Okay. Right here, I do want to say to you, get over to the YouTube. If not so, that's the YouTube channel that just came up on your screen. And you will see that we are doing several things. One of the things, several series actually. In addition to this Q4 winning moves, we do a show every Monday, 7 p.m. Central. And right now we're talking about the war for your health. And you'll see several of those. You'll see several of those videos that are right there, those episodes that we've done. And then this month is Diabetes Awareness Month, diabetes awareness. And you'll see there Mastering Diabetes. That's a series that we've done. And right now during this month, we are going through and we're talking about diabetes. We had a wonderful show last night. And let's see if I can find that there. And top 5 questions, right? So top 5 questions. Let me go back this way. There you go. So top 5 questions you should ask about diabetes, right? That's what we talked about. That's what we talked about last night. So you want to make sure that you get out there, and even if you're not diabetic, right? You know somebody who's diabetic, you are concerned about your health, your weight, your chronic disease, your knees, your back. You've got some inflammatory diseases that are going on, some chronic things that you deal with, right? Sugar. And on the YouTube channel, you can find a lot of those. And if you will notice on our channel, you'll see there that we are just over 3,000, right? So 3,251, I think, is where we are now in terms of subscribers. I want you to commit to sending someone over to subscribe. All right, I shouldn't say someone, as many people as you can, but find 1 or 2 people right now, right? Send them the link to the channel. Say, hey, you've got to get over there and you've got to listen to what Dr. Woode and his community is doing on his website, on his YouTube channel. Okay. All right. Make sure you do that. And then we're going to get to our work time here in just a minute. So back to our website. If you are in the space where you need some help, you are tired of the challenges that you have with your chronic disease. You're tired of the challenges you have with your diabetes, with your weight, with your high blood pressure, with your high cholesterol. You're fatigued all the time. You haven't been able to really kind of get motivated to take charge of your health, and you need someone to come alongside to be in that community to educate, empower, and encourage you. I would love to be that person. On the website, you can get there and you'll see the next level coaching program that we have. This is direct access to me so that we can work together and begin moving you out of those places where you may feel stuck. All right. So now we get to do some work, y'all. So I'm going to mute. We're going to go ahead and show you behind the scenes. And then if you're out there, go ahead and get your work done. Start working. I will work on some things here that I've got to do. And then we'll come back. We'll talk some more and move into the rest of the show. Okay. So right now I'm going to put you on mute, and then you will see the behind the scenes and view of what we're doing here. And then we'll go from there. All right, here we go.
Take a real close look now. Soon you'll realize you don't know what's coming down. I got you hypnotized. Take a real close look now. I'm going to show you how. I'm about to get down. So keep it up right now. So keep it up. So keep it up with me. I need to move. I need to feel the beat. Don't be a fool. You want a hand with me. Life isn't easy. You gotta roll the dice. You wanna change. Join the paradise. So bring it on if you want a hand with me. Alright.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me.
All right, all right. Hopefully you're getting some work done. I've been getting some good stuff done over here. I'm working on a slideshow for a function that we are doing. I shouldn't say a function, but anyways, I'm working on a slideshow and I'm using Canva. For those of you who are familiar with Canva, that's what I'm using as to put some of these images, these graphics together. So hopefully you out there and you're doing your stuff, right? So make sure that you are spending time, that you're putting the time in to get your stuff done. If you're not scheduling time, then you are missing an opportunity to structure your time, to get the most out of your time, to optimize. Remember, time and health are the two things that we have. And we want to make sure that when we are when we have things to do, that we are doing the best, using the best methods for optimizing our time. Time blocking is the one I'm using right now that allows me, say this has to be done. This is on my calendar. This is on my schedule. So when that happens, hey, I'm coming and I'm working. Now, as I've said to you and as you've seen, the time when that happens, it's scheduled to be a particular time, but life happens, right? And so that needs to adjust. And so flexibility allows us to be able to schedule the time. And if things happen that we may need to shift that around a little bit, that's cool. That's okay. But the time is scheduled. The time is scheduled. And this is the time that I've been using here to get things done in this space. All right. So we're going to go back. We're going to mute again and then do some more work. And we'll come back and we'll talk here in just a little bit. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah. Hopefully you've got some things done. We're going to end here, right? This is going to be it for tonight, but this does not have to be it for the rest of the quarter, right? We are continuing our series on Q4 winning moves, right? Behaviors to help succeed in Q4. What do we need to do? What are some strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success? And tonight we've talked about some of the common challenges during the Q4 season. Right? You want to make sure that you begin thinking about this. We're going to be successful. We've got to put some things in place to combat some of these things that we see that will happen. Notice this, I say they will happen, y'all. It's not an if, it's when they happen. So we've got to begin anticipating them and knowing what we're going to do when those things happen. We just finished up a sub-segment of the series dealing with 7 keys to success as our workbook. Get over to the website and you can download your free copy of that. If you've not been over to the website as well, our newest offering is Unmasking the Sweet Truth About Sugar, taking charge of your health by beginning to learn what are some of the things that in our body, in our food, that can harm us. And then if you've not done so yet, you can get over to the website as well, and you could sign up for our coaching program, right? Next Level Coaching. Sometimes you just need someone to be in the space with you, someone to come alongside you, someone to help you figure out what are those things that are keeping you stuck. And I would love to be a part of your team. I would love to be working with you on a more personal level. You can get over to the website and sign up for our Next Level Coaching program. All right. Well, y'all, that's it. We are excited that we continue to work, that we continue to move, we continue to try to be successful in Q4, right? Q4 winning moves is what we're talking about. Come on back tomorrow night, and we will once again talk about how do we position ourselves to be successful in this quarter and to be successful in the new year. Well, remember, on this Thursday, we won't be here. And so we'll be here tomorrow night. We won't be here on Thursday. And then we'll be back again next Monday. So we got one more night this week and then back again next week. That does not mean that you cannot work. That doesn't mean that you can't, on your calendar, block off the time. Take one of these episodes, play it, right? And use that time for your blocking time, your work time. Play it, listen to the little educational thoughts that we have at the beginning, and then, right, just let it run, just like I do, and you can use that as your work time. So if you're watching this in the replay, hey, go ahead and hit that and put replay in the chat so that we know that, or in the comments, that we know that you were watching this and you were doing that, okay? If you see us out on the social space, go ahead and say hello. I love to connect with you. I love to know how you're doing and love to know how things are going in your space. So you'll see that coming up on the screen there. So Dwain Woode, MD. You can find me on all my social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn. We've even got a Twitch account that's out there. You can connect with us, info@dwainwoodemd.com. info@dwainwoodemd.com. Drop me a line to say hello. And that does it for us tonight, y'all. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being interested in your success in Q4 and into the new year. We'll see you tomorrow at the next video. Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you find yourself. Bye-bye.